Hi, Geminis. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to your November 2025 single psychic prediction. Today, I'm going to ask our spirit guides for loving energy that's around you that could be coming your way. I do have some charms and some initials. We'll be using that. Lots of cards, lots of messages. So this is for my sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Please use this reading to help you to manifest a love that you are worthy of, or to confirm a love that's come into your life recently. Let's see what we have for my Geminis. Let's call in our guides and get started. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody who's new for the first time. It's a fully channeled message. Spirit, please share with me. What do you have for us? What is it that you need us to know? I am listening for you now. I have peace. Peace of mind. I want less chaos. I don't want high maintenance. I don't want somebody who has problems. I don't want to have to fix somebody. I'd rather be alone than have any of those things. So if what you're asking for is, I want to love somebody and I just don't want all the other, stuff, the crazy. I mean, stuff happens in relationships, but we're talking about, fighting or abusive or controlling or a narcissistic energy or, something that just, turned your life upside down. We don't need that. Spirit is sharing, this sense of peace. It's this, I've worked really hard to create a sense of peace around myself, and I don't want to interrupt that, they're saying. Spirit, please share with me. I have a feather. Lightness and freedom come when you release the burdens. I feel like you probably have already weathered that storm, and that's probably why you're asking for something different this time. That I just can't do it again. I can't be with another drug addict. I can't be with another alcoholic. So just know that Spirit's listening. Okay, your angels, it's like your angels are listening. They're watching over you, your lost loved ones with that white feather. They know what you want. I have chains. Freedom is achieved by breaking unnecessary bonds. It took me a long time to break away from something else. They're saying that you're not there today, so you don't have to worry about going back. There's always this feeling of, I'm going to recreate my past but with somebody different. No, we learned lessons. We have choices. You can see the red flags more clearly this time. And you're not going to keep picking the same people and having that same kind of relationship that was hurtful, or you felt like you were chained to them and you had to break a chain. So you're not headed in that direction. That's the first thing they need you to know, that they have something else for you. They have something better for you. I have a 6 of Wands. Success. Wheel of Fortune. I have a 3 of Swords. There's that chains and the broken heart. And I have a Death card. You're over that. This is just your past kind of rearing its ugly head. And again, maybe you have a tendency to go back to the same person. Maybe that was a cycle that you had, and they kept breaking your heart, and you feel like that's the lesser of the evils. If I go back to them, then at least I know what I have, as opposed to moving into a new direction. But I feel like Spirit's going to take you in a new direction, whether you want to go in a new direction or not. I feel like they want you to be in a loving, peaceful, successful connection. And it's already predestined. Okay, that's how I want you to look at it. That whatever you've been through already was part of your soul contract. It's what you needed to do first before you enter into this. Okay, so this is fate and destiny, the next phase, the next cycle, the next journey, the next relationship. And it is an achievement in a sense with that Six of Wands. Like the thing that you're looking for the most in your lifetime right now is, I want to be in a healthy and happy relationship. I'd like to be able to say I'm in a happy marriage, or I'm with a long-term partner and we're very happy together. We're very much in love after so many years. So if that's what you're wishing for and that's what you are manifesting, then that is on your timeline as part of your soul contract. You're predestined, for this fated meeting. Okay, that's what's going to happen. It's this is what I've already planned for myself before I even got here on this earth. So that is how I want you to think of it. I have a Page of Swords. I have a Nine of Pentacles. I have an Emperor. And I have a Five of Cups. This page, I feel like, comes in a little bit, they don't come in fast and hard. They come in with kind of a quiet wonder, okay? And they probably are curious. They start asking questions. Where are you from? Did you grow up around here? Are you single? Do you have kids? Do you have pets? Do you have siblings? It's kind of this, I'm interested in you. What do you do for work? Yeah. So it's this kind of quiet curiosity that they're intrigued, that they want to learn more. So they're going to ask a lot of questions before they make a move. They're going to try to get to know you somehow. So you may know this person in a setting, work, social setting, friends of friends, someone that you start talking to and they just start asking, about your life and who you are and just trying to get to know you, not even with the pretense of, I want to date you. And I feel like this person is very confident. Okay. This person is probably somebody who has a lot of security around them, has built a life around them. Yeah. They're not shy. They're pretty strong. So they could be a business person. They could be very successful in their business. They could have some wealth under their belt, or at least some financial security for sure with that Nine of Pentacles. And they're asking a lot of questions and they're curious about you. And there's a little part of you that is excited about this person. And then there's a part of you that says, I want to answer all their questions and I want to be excited about this person, but I also don't want to put all my eggs into their basket and be disappointed. You have nothing to lose. They're asking you questions. Okay. They're not asking you for your social security number and your bank account. They're asking you, what do you do for work? What do you like to do? Do you come here often? Did you grow up around here? Those are pretty general questions. If you feel like they cross the line and it's a question that's too personal, then you can say, I'm not answering that right now. That's, not where we are at. But you can't look at that Emperor and say, if I put all my energy into this person or start to think this could be something, I'm only going to just be disappointed. They're asking you questions because they're curious about you. They're spending their time and their energy to get to know you. So there's something about you that they want to know. This person could probably be with a lot of different people, but they're spending their energy with you. And that's how you have to look at it. You have to look at it as they're making time to be with you. So do you make time to be with them? This is how I feel. without thoughts of, I don't want to be disappointed. That we're not there yet. I have a Queen of Wands. They're attracted to you. You've attracted them for a reason. I have a Page of Cups. They could have some initial feelings for you. They could be flirting with you. They could be a little bit of a crush feeling. They could be, I think you're sexy. You know, a little bit of a hitting on, but not seduction. Banter. I'm asking questions back and forth. Okay. A little bit of a pursuing energy. And I have a King of Wands. So there we go. I mean, we definitely see the physical attraction. So that's obvious. And now they want to get to know you. And maybe you're really physically attracted to this person. And you're thinking, I hope that they're looking for more, or I'm not looking just to be hit on. I'm not looking to just be seduced. That's up to you. Yeah, you have the answer. No, always in your vocabulary. So if you don't want to be seduced and you're not ready to be intimate with anybody, you're not going there. So, but there could be an incredible physical attraction from the beginning. They've got to earn it. I have a Butterfly. Let it develop. Let it develop. To give it time. Give it the energy without putting it into the bucket of, I hope this person doesn't disappoint me. I hope this person isn't a player. Don't attach those negative thoughts to somebody that's interested in you. I have a Carriage. What if this is a fairy tale come true? Not all relationships are fairy tales. You know, we know that. But what if there's parts and pieces to this connection, even this initial banter, that you look back at it and you say, you know what? You were trying to capture me. You were definitely chasing me. And they go, yeah, okay. Of course I was. You know, it does feel, there's going to be moments that feel like a fairy tale. I'll say it that way. But I feel like what's coming in underneath is this, I hope they won't hurt me. I hope they don't disappoint me. I hope they're not a player. I hope they don't want just sex. You'll find out very soon. And you put them in the place and you tell them, I'm not interested. And no is an answer. High heels and seduction. Is that all they're, yeah, there's definitely fear that that's all they want. Okay. How do I say they want more than sex? They want more than sex. Okay. But maybe that's what you think. And you don't give them sex. You know, if you think that that's all they want, then don't give it to them. You know, make them, they gotta court you. They gotta date you. They gotta take you out to dinner. You gotta do things together. You know, if all they want is sex, you'll know, because they're not going to take you out to dinner. They're not going to introduce you to their friends and family. You're not going to be doing things together. If all they want is sex, they're going to say things like, I have a great idea. Why don't I come over to your house and hang out tonight? Like these late night weird hours, okay? But then you don't see them during the day. You don't do anything with them on the weekends. That's somebody who's seducing you. I have a Snowman in winter. It feels like I'm leaving me out in the cold. I don't want to be left out in the cold. You are in control of being left out in the cold or not. Okay. Just setting boundaries, they're saying, you know, going back to some of your basic principles, your values, and just knowing that they're saying, just to remind you that you're high value. Okay. if you're walking around saying, I'm a high value person, I don't sleep on the first date, I'm not looking for a hookup, I'm not looking for a casual relationship, I'm not looking to split the tab 50-50 if that's something that is high value to you. You know, like there's certain things that like, this is unacceptable to me. And if that's the case, they're not in your league. And I want you to be with somebody that's in your league. That I feel like is important. Spirit, can I have some more clarification on this message? I have a King of Cups. That's feelings. I have a Three of Pentacles. I trust you. I look up to you. I admire you with that Three of Pentacles. I have an Eight of Pentacles. They're going to have to work for it. You're not giving it away. Yeah. You've got somebody that's coming into your energy, and I have a Seven of Wands who your first impression is, do they only want me for one thing? And you're going to have to get over the hurdle that they want more. You're going to have to see, I have a Two of Cups and a Two of Wands at the bottom of my deck. So they're telling me that, no, this is somebody who, there's some emotions here. And I can see that we would make a great couple. Could they be very attracted to you? Could there be chemistry that's off the charts for both of you? So it gives you the impression that this is just kind of, you know, a crazy ride. Maybe, but you're in control of that. You're always in control. You have the ability to say no when you need to say no. Just, you know, you have the ability to control how fast something like that goes. Spirit, can I have the initials? First initials, last initials. Spelling of a name. I have an E, A, F. I have an R. E. I have an O, L, B, G, B, Y. I have a C, L, another L. I have a D. I have a K. Two more. I have an A and I have a B. Okay. So those definitely may be connecting to you. Let's see what else they have for you. Yeah, there's always that feeling of they only want one thing. And there are people out there that that's all they want. Definitely. There's users. We know that. But you're smarter than that. You're up here. Okay. You've got this high value, high self-esteem, high confidence that I don't want that in my life. I don't need that in my life. So this person's going to have to prove it to you. And I think they're proving it to you by asking all these questions. I think just from the beginning with that Page of Swords, where they ask legitimate questions. They care about your answers and they're listening, Spirit just said. You complete me. Missing puzzle piece. I feel whole. Okay. A little bit of caught off guard is coming into me because when I'm thinking about you know, you complete me, I'm whole. Maybe I always hoped that would happen to me, but it has never happened. So wishful thinking. But maybe this connection has caught you off guard and is really making you think. You know, is this the one? Is this a soulmate? Is this somebody that is going to stick around and really be the person that I need it to be? I have a Cancer. I have nightclubs, nightlife. Maybe you meet this person out and you think they hit on everybody. You know, they're just hitting on me. They're just trying to pick you up. No, I think that they have high value. They're looking for a high value person. I have Taurus. I want to take you away. I always see this card as I want to take you away to an exotic island and be alone with you. I have a cruise. I want to take you away. I definitely feel that. Now, you guys would probably travel together, maybe right away, maybe within, a short period of time. They say, hey, let's go on a trip. But I do feel like that's going to be a little bit of a jet set energy just came in. Now, it doesn't mean you're flying all over the world, but maybe you can take like short vacations, like 3 or 4 days. You fly down to Florida, you fly to Las Vegas, you're just kind of do these little small trips, but they're fun and get you away for a few days, something like that. I love the outdoors. I want to go for a walk. I want to spend a day with you. Do you like to hike? Do you like to, do you like the national parks? What do you like to do? Something like that. I have a Libra. I have college life. That came into me as taking courses, like online courses at night. So somebody who could be continuing advanced education. That could be you, that could be them. Like I'm still working on my degrees, or I started a master's degree or PhD. I do it all online. I have an Aries. I have a cup of coffee. Let me buy you a cup of coffee. I have gym. Maybe we start talking at the gym. Can I buy you a cup of coffee after this? I have a photographer. I like to take photos. How about I'm a good photographer? Maybe it's a hobby. I always see this card as I work at home. Somebody who works at home or maybe has like a hybrid job. I go in a few days and I work at home a few days, something like that. I have a Pisces, and let's get one more of these. In the music industry. Okay, maybe they're connected to music somehow. Maybe they're a singer in a band, aspiring to be in a band. Maybe that's something that is, and I have a Scorpio on the bottom of my deck. Let's get some charms. Let's see what the charms are saying. Let's see what they have for charms. Maybe we'll get some additional clues. I feel like it's a probably very seductive in the beginning, and it leads you to believe that that's all they want. And until we get over the hurdle that that's not all they're going to get, and they start showing you that, no, I'm looking for a real relationship. I'm just very excited about you and into you. We've got to get over that hurdle is how I feel. Let's get some charms. But we all know those users, and it's easy to say no to those people. Let them move on to somebody else, because you know that that's not going to go anywhere. You know that that's not going to turn into, you're not going to change their mind from, I'm just looking for, a quick relationship, to I slept with you and now I'm so in love with you that I want a lifetime relationship with you. That's not what's going to happen. Okay. So you need to find the person who is looking for the same thing you're looking for. Spirit, please share with me. What does this say? This is a Capricorn. I have a Capricorn energy. Okay. I have an angel. Angels sent spiritual beliefs. Okay. I know my angels are going to send me my perfect person. I keep believing. Don't give up on hope. I have a star. I'm going to say that you're a rock star. I feel like I want to say rock star. You're special. You're a star. You deserve nothing less than somebody putting you on a pedestal. So that feels good. And I have a butterfly, a couple butterflies. I'm going through a transformation. Maybe the spiritual angel. Maybe you're going through an awakening. You've been having an awakening. You've been working on your self-esteem. You have been creating a high value lifestyle. You have been putting yourself first. Okay, something like that. I have a dinosaur. They said an age difference. Not that they're a dinosaur, but they said an age difference. This person could be a little bit older, a little bit more mature than you. So I don't know. Maybe that's, maybe that's attractive to you. Some people are attracted to older people. So that could be something that's coming. I have a ballerina. They like your grace, your poise, your elegance, your sophistication, your invisible crown. Yeah. So they can see that you are somebody that has self-worth. I'm going to say it that way. I have a little Scotty dog. Cute. Somebody who has a little, it feels like a little white dog. Let's see. I have playing cards. Am I willing to take a risk? Am I willing to roll the dice? Am I willing to take a chance? Yeah, when you have some of the facts, when you figured out what this person's intentions are, what is it that you're looking for? And it's pretty easy to tell. You can tell because they're spending time with you. They're bringing you places. They're going on dates. You're going in public. Okay, that's somebody who wants a relationship. You know, the person who doesn't ever go anywhere with you and says, why don't you just come over? We'll watch Netflix. You know, that's somebody who isn't looking for a relationship. I have a castle. I have a home. This person could own a beautiful home. So that could be, I feel like they're financially secure. So I did feel that. They have a beautiful home. What is this? It's a little witch. It's a witch on a broom. So I'm just going to say Halloween, on or around Halloween. So this connection could be going on right now. We could have kind of feelings for somebody or the not knowing energy for somebody right now. I have a 0. Okay, so, or an O, could be a letter, but okay. I have glasses. Somebody wearing glasses. Okay, they need to wear glasses. Maybe they wear contacts. Maybe they always wear glasses. So that would be a clue. And then I have a magic wand. And I saved that for the last because I love magic wands. I believe in magic wands. I want you to wave your magic wand for what it is that you wish for. You know, I want to be with somebody that I can trust. I want to be with somebody that sees me for my worth and doesn't want just one thing from me. I want somebody who wants a relationship. I want somebody to be my best friend and my partner. So what is it that you want that magic wand to say? And then wave your invisible magic wand, put your invisible crown on your head and walk around and just say, look at me. But remember your high value, okay? You know, gone are the days of the one-night stands. You know, it's just too risky and it's not healthy and people just get hurt by it. So, you know, I think that there was different decades where some of those things were more acceptable, but I think people are smarter today, including you. So I would just have boundaries around all of that. Spirit, please share with me. I have a doorway. An opportunity is about to present itself that leads you to a new person. So some kind of new door opening in your life, a change. Could be a change at work. Could be you've moved recently. You've joined a club. You've joined a church. You have met some new friends. So anytime we have that shift in energy with newness, that also puts new people in our circle. So that could be going on. I have a true love. I'm waiting for a true love, a deep and enduring connection going beyond the superficial. I want the real deal. And I'm not going to settle for anything less. I don't care how seductive you are. I don't care how handsome or how beautiful you are. In the long run, I know that I'm the one who's going to be used. I'm the one who's going to get hurt. It's not worth it to me. I have voids. Avoid rushing to fill the void with love. Seek inner fulfillment first. Okay, take care of yourself. Don't be with somebody just for the sake of somebody. Okay, it is more of a feeling of you, not that you have anything to prove to anybody, you holding your own as far as your high value and your high self-confidence and your self-worth. And you saying, you know, are you hitting on me? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going home with you tonight, you know. So it's that kind of energy. And that's the person who they respect. They respect the person who puts boundaries. They respect and want the person who respects their body and their mind and their soul and don't just, you know, give in. So I feel like, you know, not that you need a lesson in morality, but I feel like it's Spirit's reminder to all of us that there's users out there, and you have, you know, you have so much more to offer, because who's ever coming into your life, it was, they had said from the beginning, it was predestined for what you want. So obviously that's not what you want. I have the number 28. I have the number 4. Now, these could be dates. They could be ages. They could be a month, like April. These are new tiles for me. I'm excited. New toy. Number 22. Number 7. That could be July. And then these are charms. I have 2 wedding rings. 2 tiles with wedding bands. So maybe we both are looking for the same thing. Maybe we both are looking for a committed relationship. Maybe neither one of us have ever been married before, and we'd like to have a family. We'd like to have a partner and have that experience. Maybe it's part of our culture, our religion, that we would want to be married. So, but yeah, wedding rings are definitely on the table. I have Happy New Year, heading into the new year, a celebration. So that's a feeling of, it might not be here right now. A little bit, you know, like, am I heading, maybe I'll meet this person, you know, now, but maybe heading into the new year, it starts to turn into something more. And then I have books. So there's the school again. Somebody could be in school. That could be a big clue. They're going to school at night. They're finishing up their master's. They're only a couple courses away from, you know, completion of some kind of degree. So that actually could be a pretty decent clue of somebody new coming into your energy. So you will, so those are my charms. See the wedding bands. somebody may want a commitment. That would be something. No, there's a lot of people that want commitments. Let's see what the loving messages are. Let's see what they want you to know. Spirit, please share with me any loving messages for this connection. I'm ready to reveal my true feelings for you. Somebody who doesn't hold back and has true feelings. Somebody who isn't looking for just one thing. I just want to make love to you all night long. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having a physical connection, making love, being physical, as long as the intentions are that there's emotions behind it and we are looking to establish a relationship on an ongoing basis and see where it goes. I see you in my dreams. That's nice. Is this real? I want it to be real. So that I feel like is a big part of this message today. I need it to be real. I love your smile and making you laugh. I appreciate you. I'm flirting with you. I'm attracted to you. I must confess that I'm in love with you. Is this person going to fall in love with you? Maybe very quickly, because there's so much, there's very high chemistry. And sometimes high chemistry puts up the red flag of they only want one thing, but not necessarily. Sometimes it's just the start of the relationship and we just can't get enough of each other, but we both want a relationship and it's not just casual. So that's really the message, is that we're just making sure that that high value in you is able to determine that this person wants more. The chemistry is off the charts. We can't deny the chemistry heading into this connection. Neither one of us. So you have to be smart with setting boundaries for the pace of this connection. I want to thank Spirit for this, these messages today. I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please go to my website, kathymamolin.psychicmedium.com. Also, I have 2 other YouTube channels. I have a pick a card channel and I have a twin flame channel, and I'll put the links in the description. I hope you enjoyed your messages today. It's pretty high chemistry, so be careful out there. And we'll see you again real soon.